Good evening and welcome to Howard's Horse Handicapping YouTube channel. This is Howard Kravitz. Please make sure you subscribe down below. If you enjoy what you're watching, we're going to be doing some great handicapping of mainly pick fours and pick fives throughout the country in Florida, California, and New York with emphasis on major stake races. Tonight we're going to talk about the late pick four at Gulfstream on Friday, January 22nd. If you are new to the show, especially if you're a fan of the In the Money podcast and you heard about me on the Matt Bernier show, welcome. Again, please make sure you subscribe down below. I'm going to talk about the late pick four, and today I'm going to talk about the pick four using the caveman method, which is simply making sure that you use each horse equally throughout your sequence. Now, I don't recommend you play a caveman ticket because it's not the best value, but I'm doing that today for this first video because it's the easiest to describe and it's the easiest to talk about, especially for the amateur players. If you're like me and you're an experienced player, I will be talking about the DRF ticket maker ABC method later this week and on most of my videos when I discuss the late pick five at Gulfstream on Saturday, January 23rd, which is anchored by the $3 million Pegasus World Cup. But let's talk about quickly, we're going to do this pretty quickly, the late pick four at Gulfstream. Again, this is on Friday, January 22nd. The first race is race 7. It's a mile and 16th on the turf. Tough race. I'm going to use 4 horses. The 4 horses I'm going to use are 3, 6, 7, 8. Those are not my choices in order of preference. Those are my choices in numeric order. In terms of preference, my top choice is number 6, Good Old Boy, with Tyler Gaffleone and Michael Maker. Very consistent, should set a nice trip off the speed. Distance not a problem, has good work since his last. My next choice is number 8, Yamato, lightly raced 4-year-old for Luis Saez. Fantastic rider. This horse should be the best closer in a race that could set up for him. There's a decent amount of speed. Speaking of speed, the number 7, Midday Image, for the wily old veteran Edgar Prado. He wired the field last time. Don't think he's going to do it this time, but he might get loose again. We'll just have to see. I would definitely use him. And then finally, I would use the number 3, Rocket Joe Cooper, for the best turf rider in the country, in my opinion, Irad Ortiz. So again, I would go 3, 6, 7, 8 in the first leg of the pick four. Then we're going to move on to race 8 at Gulfstream on Friday, the second leg. This is a 5 furlong turf sprint. I will readily admit, not one of my favorite types of races, 5 furlong turf sprints on the grass. I'm just going to try to get through this leg with 2 horses, the number 1, Angel Sense, and the number 7, Miss Miami. Angel Sense has been off the number 1 for a year and a half. Usually a huge red flag for me and many horse players. But Larry Ravelli, the trainer of the 1, has fantastic stats with this type of layoff. With a layoff of anywhere between 1 year and 1.5 years, Larry Ravelli is an outstanding 5 for 10 on the win end, 7 for 10 in the money. I'm not worried about the layoff. He's got Irad Ortiz on the rail. He's going to send her out there. She's the speed of the speed. If she's anywhere near what she used to be, I think she wins. The 7, Miss Miami, is a claim for Michael Maker, Tyler Gaffleone. Another, of course, great combination. This horse should stalk the speed. Maker is fantastic off the claim. This horse is very dangerous. I like her chances as well. If you have more money to spend, the 3, Song River, is a complete replay special. What does that mean? Watch the replay of December 24th, race 9 at Gulfstream. She was the 11 horse that day. Not a great start, rushed up, and then the horse to her inside lugged out, and the 11 horse lost a good 5 to 6 lengths. Usually the jock would just pull her up, but she miraculously still ran on at the end, only lost by 2.5. She's a definite use if you can afford it, along probably with the 5, Warstar, who's coming out of that same race, as Song River. But again, on a cheaper ticket, I would just go 1-7 and try to get through that race. On to race 9, a very good 6 furlong dirt allowance race. My top choice will not be the favorite, is number 1, Untitled. Mark Casse, Johnny Velasquez, very talented horse, had a nice year last year. Ended the year last year with 2 polytrack efforts. I don't think that's what he wants. I think this horse is just going to sit a nice inside trip off of the abundant amount of speed. And hopefully Velasquez finds the way through and Casse has this horse ready to roll. I think he's talented. I think he's going to be maybe 3-1, not the favorite. My top choice, Untitled. The other horse will be a huge favorite who, frankly, I do not like at all on the win end, but you probably have to use on your pick 4 ticket, is the number 4, Arham, for Todd Pletcher and Luis Saez. This horse rolled in his first start, looked fantastic. However, extremely weak field, only really had beat one horse, and that was the horse on the lead. Fairly soft pace, blew by that horse, went on like a good thing. Not a lot of running behind. This is a very talented horse. This is exactly the kind of horse I like to bet against in this situation. This race he's racing in today, this race 9, is like a grade 1, a much higher class field than he faced last time. This is an extremely difficult test. I have no doubts this horse is very talented and will have a great future. I'm just not sure that Friday is going to be the day for him. But again, probably have to use him in a pick 4. If you have deeper pockets, I would go with the 5, Girolavo's Attack, which should be a decent price for Tyler Gaffalione. We'll sit off that speed and close. And the number 7, I would also consider using Why Are You Awesome? Not one of my top choices. He's 10 years old. He's facing much tougher, but this horse is so honest. If you have the budget, you might want to throw him in there. But in general, I'm probably against that horse. I would try just to go 1-4, maybe 1-4-5, and then move on. The last leg, a very difficult 5 furlong turf race, maiden 20. These are very weak, not really talented horses in general. This race is a complete cluster. I use as many as possible. I would use 8 of the 11 if I could in this race. I would use, in no particular order, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11. I'll rattle those off again at the end. My top choice is number 7, Mia Solomia for Luis Saez. The speed of the speed, ran very well last time, only lost to a horse that was dropping down in class. I would also use Winnipeg Wonder, the 4 horse, who's turning back in distance, should get a nice inside trip probably from mid-pack and close. And I would also use the 3 Sassy Cat and the 11 See Me a Laugh from Woodbine. So again, overall, if I was playing a relatively small ticket, this is a $64 ticket. Again, if $64 is too much for you, call some friends, call some buddies, and get a few people together. For some people, $64 is no big deal. For others, that's a lot of money. Just depends on your budget constraints. But my $64 pick 4 ticket on Friday, January 22nd, starting race 7, would be the following: 3, 6, 7, 8, with 1, 7, with 1, 4, with 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11. Please be patient with me. I'm going to work on graphics and getting this channel up and running. I just started, so it's a little bit raw right now, but really what we're here to do is to pick winners. So again, please subscribe down below. Please check out the link below in the subscription, which will have my appearance on today's Matt Bernier Show, part of the In the Money podcast. And again, if you're one of those viewers, welcome to my channel. We're going to have some fun, try to make a lot of money with my buddy Warfront right here. He'll wish us good luck. Thanks again. Please look for a video later this week on the late pick 5 at Gulfstream for Saturday, January 23rd, with the big highlight, the grade 1, $3 million Pegasus World Cup. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.